Come on.
Shorty, say what's your price? Just to back it up, you can hold my eyes. Now let's say you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Amber Nevaeh. And today I'm coming to you guys with a story time. So I was supposed to give you guys a story time, and those of you guys that were waiting on the story time, I'm so sorry. Ended up going to New York for Christmas, and I was out there for 3 weeks, and I didn't expect that. I left all my equipment over here, so that's what happened. But I am back, and I'm not going nowhere because I need to put out my videos. So let's get into this story time. So today I'm telling you guys about what happened after surgery, and for those of you guys who don't know, I had a BBL. I have that video. I'll post it down in the link below. But whatever. I had my BBL and I thought I was gonna die after. So let's just get into it. So after my BBL, I stayed in the recovery house. They took me to the airport and I went a couple hours early just because you know, I knew that I'm gonna need wheelchair assistance and all that stuff. So I went like 2 hours early, 2.5 hours maybe. So you know, I get my wheelchair and, you know, they push me to my gate. So I'm at the gate now. And, you know, of course on the wheel, I'm sitting in the wheelchair with my butt pillow because you can't sit on your butt after your BBL. So at the gate, and you know, I start talking to this white couple. So me and this couple was talking. They like 80. They're literally like 70, 80 years old. Like, I really talk to anybody. Like, I'm a friendly person. So I'm talking to the people and they're telling me like, yeah, no, they asked me after, you know, a few minutes of us talking, they was like, how come you in a wheelchair? Like, what happened? And you know me, like, I really don't care. Like, when I tell you I'm really blunt, like, I have nothing to hide. I don't care. I was like, oh, you know, I had surgery. They're like, what kind of surgery? I'm like, oh, I had a fat transfer. So I told them, and cool. Like, we just ended up talking for the rest of the time until the flight. So we get on the flight now, and I got first class because, you know, everybody recommended getting first class after BBL. So, you know, I'm sitting down trying to get comfortable. It's so hard to get comfortable after your BBL because it's like, that pillow is so hard. Like, the butt pillow, so hard. Like, you put it under your thighs and it just feels like it's low-key cutting off your circulation. Like, so I was just really uncomfortable. But whatever, I tried to get comfortable, and you know, I told one of the flight attendants, like, I just had surgery, so I might have to, you know, be walking up and down to prevent blood clots. So whatever, the flight takes off and stuff. And after 10 minutes, I realized that my foot is getting swollen. So it was my left foot first. So my left foot was so swollen within those 10 minutes that I felt my sock like sinking into my skin. Like, it was so swollen. So I start panicking off rip. Like, I get up and I start walking. I'm like, okay, maybe I just gotta walk. Like, and I had on compression socks. So I'm walking back and forth on the airplane. And the shit's staying like this, like, and it's starting to feel numb, like, in my foot. So I'm like, no, like, in my head, I read so much before my BBL that I spooked myself out. So I'm just like, damn, like, I'm really about to die, like, and I start really, like, freaking myself out. So I'm walking up and down, and then I see the white couple, and I go to them, and I was like, hey, like, my leg, like, is swollen up, and I showed them because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to talk to. So they was like, oh my god, like, I have like a pulse monitor, so let's just take a pulse and see if everything's okay. So they take my pulse, and literally, like, take my pulse, and they're looking at it the whole time, and they looking at it like they scared, and I'm just like, what happened? Like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, your pulse is like extremely high. And I was like, maybe it's not working right because you know, maybe it's not working right because we up in the air. Like, maybe it's a mistake. So I was like, trying on the lady next to y'all. So they tried on the lady, and her pulse was normal. So I'm like, fuck, like, what's wrong with me? Because let me look it up. So the normal pulse is 60 to 100 beats a minute. My pulse was 175 per minute. So off rip, I'm panicking. Like now I'm really panicking because I'm like, all right, my leg's swollen, it's numb, it's tingling. My pulse is high, like I'm really just about to die. Like, so I'm panicking. I'm trying to like stay calm because I know my pulse is already high, and I'm just like, oh my God, like what the fuck am I gonna do? Like I'm really about to die on this plane. Like there's nothing I can do. I gotta wait till my flight land. So, oh, and I was flying from Miami to Atlanta. So I went to the flight attendant at this point because they was like, all right, like talk to the flight attendant, like see if there's a nurse on the plane. So I talked to the flight attendant and I'm like, yeah, you know, I really need a nurse because my pulse is really high and I just had surgery and my leg's swollen. So she was like, over the speaker, they was like, hey, you know, is there any RNs on board? Are there any nurses? Anybody in the medical field? So 2 ladies all the way in the back of the plane, they raised their hand and they was like, you know, I'm a nurse, like what happened? So I went to the back and they was like, come sit down. So I switched my seat from first class with the person in the back, and they took my pulse manually. So they check it and it's 175 and then 185 and then 195 and the shit keeps going up and up and up. So they like, get her some water, get her some your drink, get her some orange juice. So they got me something to drink and they're like, all right, honey, you really need to calm down. Like, you know, like it's not, you're freaking yourself out at this point. Like you're really getting worse. Like calm down. So luckily it was only a 50-minute flight. At this point now, it's like 40 minutes into the flight, so I really only have 10 minutes left, like after all this happened. So they just trying to calm me down. They telling me to breathe, and I'm trying to breathe, and the whole time I'm thinking like, damn, I'm about to die. Like, why did I do the surgery? Why did I do this to myself? So, and it's like, I know the risk. Like, Amber, you a big dummy. Like, you have a daughter. What's wrong with you? So I'm talking to myself, and I cannot bring my anxiety down. Like, it just wasn't working. So like, over the speaker, they was like, they said, guys, you know, please make sure that you let this young lady off first. The paramedics is coming on it, or they're coming on to take her off. So please make sure like you give her like the room to get off. So the paramedics come on and they bring like a stretcher, and I'm like, I can't go on that. Like I can't sit on my butt. And so I had to put my pillow like on the stretcher under my back, so like my butt isn't touching the stretcher, because like I done went through all this shit. I'm not about to like make my butt go down. It's just not happening. Like, and then no. So whatever, I got on the stretcher. So then they take me to the secret room inside of the airport, and they're like, what happened? I told them, guys, it was all male paramedics, so they're laughing like, oh, you got a butt transfer, you got a fat transfer. You know, they was making jokes and shit. Because I was just trying to calm myself down. They was trying to calm me down. So my pulse started to go down. Like it went from 185 to 170 to 150 to 140. So I'm like, all right, guys, you know, it's going down. Like I would love not to I would love to not take an ambulance. Ambulance is expensive. Like those rides are expensive. So I was just like, you know what? If I gotta go to the hospital, guys, like don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go with, you know, the guy that's picking me up. So I was walking a baggage claim now. So I get to baggage claim and my friend is waiting for me there. And the nurses are there at baggage claim. So the nurses saw I was with him. And they go to him and pull him aside and tell him like, this might be a fat embolism, like you need to take him to the hospital. So automatically he grabbed me, he's like, we're going to the hospital, like we're going to the hospital right now. So I'm like, all right, cool, like I want to go, like, you know, because I'm a big scaredy cat at the end of the day. So I was like, yeah, let's get out of here. So we get in the car now, and my phone is on 1%, his phone is on 2%. I put in the directions, he put it in, and we was just like, let's see, like, if we could get there, like, cause we just, both of us just moved to Atlanta, so it's like we really didn't know where we was going type shit. So we like, hopefully our phones don't die because we need to get to the hospital. So, and he didn't have a car charger. I don't know why he didn't have a car charger. But, so we put it in, and I tried to like memorize it in case the phone died. So, it was like 15 minutes away. We got there now. Pull up, and the phone dies. Both of our phones died like as soon as we pull up. Come to find out, it wasn't a freaking hospital. It was a G building. It was a crazy building. So, they wasn't even letting us in. Like, we went to security and we like, yeah, you know, where's the emergency? And they're like, emergency? Like, this is a, you know, a crazy building. It's a mental institution. I'm like, oh. So this is just my luck. So at this point now, my other leg starts getting swollen and tingly. Like, I can't feel both of my legs. So I'm like, what in the actual fuck is going on? Like, I'm gonna die. Like, so we asked him, like, where's the closest hospital? He's like, I don't know. The security guard. I'm like, okay. So now we don't know where we at. We don't have a car charger. We're at the crazy building. My legs are swollen. I'm panicking. He's trying to be calm for me. And he was just like, okay, at this point we just gotta guess and try to find a gas station to get a charger because we don't know where we're going. Yes, like we went back in the street, and he was like, which way do you think I should go? And I was like, I don't know, make it right. So he made it right, and we kept driving until we found a gas station. We get to the gas station, and I get a car charger. Now, you know, gas station chargers ain't shit for real. Like, they just be like little cheap chargers. So the shit really ain't work. Like, it was charging my phone and kept turning it off. So whatever, I put it in. I'm trying to memorize it because my phone keeps dying on the charger. So I'm trying to memorize it. I memorized the directions to the next hospital. And this time I actually read, you know, everything and made sure it's not like a crazy hospital and a real hospital. So we get to the next hospital now, and it was like, what, 20 minutes away. So we get to the next hospital, and I go straight to the, you know, the front, and I'm telling them like what happened, and you know, I just had surgery, and you know, I need to go to the back, whatever, cool. They like, oh, well, you gotta sit down like everybody else. These people were the most hood receptionists ever. Like, she just told me, well, you gotta sit down like everybody else. I'm like, this fucking bitch, like, she don't understand. Like, I really could die. Like, this might be a fat embolism. Like, this is not a joke. Like, who's playing with her? So, whatever. I sit down, got my butt pillow, sit down, and now I'm just like, fuck, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm really gonna die, like, in this waiting room, like. And then a whole bunch of people come out the emergency room door, and they like, oh my God, and they crying and going all crazy. They start throwing shit. I'm like, what in the actual fuck? So then I find out, you know, somebody got shot, somebody died in the back, rest in peace. But that shit spooked me out, because I'm already thinking like, damn, I'm about to die. And I'm really like annoyed because I really want to go see a doctor. And then somebody comes out, like a whole bunch of people came out and they're throwing stuff, and it's just too much going on. Like, honestly, in my head, I'm like, this too much. Like, I just was honestly about to cry. Like, I low-key was like crying, like started tearing. So I go back up to the front, and I'm like, listen, like, this is serious. I might have a fat embolism, I might have blood clots. Like, I need you guys to take me, I need you guys to speed this shit up, like, honestly. Like, so she's like, oh my God, like, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, you're not that ass. Like, I just told you this when I came to the hospital. Like, stop playing with me. So whatever, she takes me in the back. She takes my pulse and all this stuff, and she's like, wow, your pulse is really high. At this point, my pulse is back at like 190 and shit. So whatever, they take me to the back. I do my ultrasound. They do an ultrasound on my legs to see if I got any blood clots, and you know, they just monitor my heart and stuff like that. So, and they gave me fluid. So I'm waiting for my results, and the suspense is crazy. Like, the whole time I'm like, damn, like, why did I do this to myself? The whole time I'm like, did I really, like, I didn't really need surgery. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I'm talking to myself, and I'm so mad. Like, I can't believe that I did this. Like, what if something happens to me, you know, like, so whatever. I got my results now, and it was like, you know, you don't have any blood clots, like, I'm not sure why, you know, this happened to you. Maybe it was just the pressure on the plane, you know, that made your legs swell up, but, you know, you're fine. So my legs at this point, still swollen. So I'm a little concerned, but then, you know, the boy that I was with, he said, yo, take off your compression socks. Like, so I take off my compression socks, and I swear, I kid you not, guys, within a minute, both of my legs went down, like regular, like nothing. Like there was nothing that happened. So guys, so honestly, it was just the compression socks, and it was the air pressure that made my legs swell up. I knew that they improved blood flow, so that's why I kept them on. Like, I was scared to take them off because, you know, the doctor told me don't take it off. So shit, I was just trying to follow the rules. But that's basically why I was swollen. That's why I basically like tricked myself out, and that's why my heart rate went, you know, high as fuck. And that's just what it was. Like, after I took off my socks, I was good. But yeah, guys, if this was a serious, if it wasn't like just the compression socks and like something was really going on, I probably would have died, like, on a serious note, because it was just so much going on. Like, I was on the plane, I had to wait to land, and then, you know, all that stuff was going on. So thankfully, thank God that, you know, it wasn't serious. But surgery has its risks, and you have to be careful, you know, like, you have to know what you're signing yourself up for. And if you're having any symptoms of like these risks, you need to make sure that you get on that shit and make sure that it's handled, and make sure that your health is good at the end of the day. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. I love you guys so much.